Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, AG investigation into St. Paul School leads to arrest of former teacher. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
If Mother Nature provides wind, solar, water, why not harness that power? And part of that is a business benefit, yes. It is a benefit for the community as well.
News: a former St. Paul's school teacher under arrest, facing charges of witness tampering and conspiracy to commit perjury. Investigators just announced the arrest of David Pook. They say the charges stem from an investigation involving St. Paul's School, where he taught for 8 years and left under questionable circumstances. Investigators say he had a relationship with a female student there, and the charges were brought after a grand jury investigation. He now teaches at the Bearfield School in Manchester. This, a picture from their website. Pook will face a judge next month.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Boston Red Sox file petition to change name of Yankee Way. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston. Okay, it looks like we're having a little technical difficulties with the video for this. The Boston Red Sox have filed a petition with the city of Boston to change the name of Yankee Way to its original street name. In a statement released Wednesday, the team said they have requested Yankee Way to be restored to Jersey Street, which was the name of the extension outside the park before 1977, when it was changed to honor former owner Tom Yankee. The name change proposal came months after principal owner John Henry said he was haunted by the alleged racist legacy of his predecessors. Under Yankees leadership, the Red Sox were the last major league team to field a black player in 12 years after Jackie Robinson rookie season with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Henry said the team isn't trying to erase its history, but that the time is right for the change. According to the Herald, Henry would like to rename the street David Ortiz Way or Big Poppy Way, but according to an old city rule, if a business residence on a street with another property owner, the street can't be renamed for the living people. Now that petition for the name change has been filed, the city's Public Improvement Commission will review it. Maine police concerned about rise of threats affecting schools. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
It's investigations like these that have become all too common across the state.
No, I can tell you there are more now.
Yeah.
There are more.
South Portland's police chief Ed Guggen says he's never seen so many threats affecting schools, especially since the school shooting in Florida. Some can be costly for his department, like earlier this week when a SWAT team arrested a 17-year-old from Cape Elizabeth who was suspected of making a concerning post.
The department is pushed to the limits, if you will, because we don't have a lot of people working every shift, and these can be very time-consuming investigations.
In Augusta, police say the cost isn't the problem, but the fact that officers are diverted from other business as they add extra patrols at their schools. In Skowhegan, a troubling example has been set.
I think people need to take a moment and stop and look at what it is that they're going to post, and maybe reflect on what would be the outcome of this once it happens.
But police chiefs tell us that getting through to kids just how serious these comments are could be the key to stopping the problem.
Even when they say after the fact, just kidding, no, they weren't just kidding. They made these statements, and they are going to be held accountable.
And here in Skowhegan, police are working with the FBI and state agencies as they say tonight that they're following leads. They have not said whether or not they've actually identified a suspect who they believe may have made that post. They say that they're even trying to work with Facebook in hope of finding a digital record to track down whomever was responsible. Live in Skowhegan, Joe Glauber, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this evening. And here's a look at the market right now. And your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Dow closes 380 points lower. Snap longest monthly win streak since 1959. U.S. stocks fell sharply in choppy trade Wednesday, giving up early gains as Wall Street wrapped up a violent month of the major averages. And we're following some breaking news into our newsroom. Hope Hicks to resign as White House Communication Director in coming weeks, sources say. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
And good afternoon. We are coming on the air right now because we have just learned, ABC News has just learned, that the president's closest personal aide, Communications Director Hope Hicks, is resigning from her position in the White House. She is the Communications Director right now, as she said, coming off 8 hours of testimony yesterday before the House Intelligence Committee behind closed doors. She has been with President Trump from the very beginning of his campaign. Want to go straight to our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega.
Yeah, John, a pretty frenetic scene here at this White House right now. I just met Sarah Sanders outside of her office as this news was breaking. She did indeed confirm that Hope Hicks, the longtime aide and White House Communications Director, has resigned. The dates and the timeline for this resignation have not yet been established. We are expecting a statement from Sarah Sanders momentarily, but indeed it is true. She has resigned. I've got a few statements here that are just coming in from this White House. The President of the United States says Hope is outstanding and has done great work for the last 3 years. She is as smart and as thoughtful as they come, a truly great person. I will miss having her by my side, but when she approached me about pursuing other opportunities, I totally understood. I am sure we will work together again in the future. Chief of Staff John Kelly has released a similar statement praising Hope Hicks' work, and Hope Hicks herself has a statement that we've just received. Quote, "There are no words to adequately express my gratitude to President Trump. I wish the president and his administration the very best as he continues to lead our country." So, George, we are still waiting for details on this, but you mentioned right out of the gate, this comes a day after Hope Hicks had that nearly 9-hour testimony with congressional investigators on Capitol Hill as they are investigating questions about Russian interference. It also comes in the wake of this headline in the New York Times this morning that Hope Hicks told those investigators that at times she has had to make what she called white lies on behalf of the President of the United States. We don't know the reason for Hope Hicks resigning. My colleague John Carl is here with me right now. I think he's going to come in and help out on this reporting as well because he...
Okay, and there you go on some of that video. If you want to watch the whole video, we will share the link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And that is it for this edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here later on with a news report. And I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.